What's going on, people? What's going on, people? No, this is the halftime show.
No
Half,
damn
half.
halftime show, Kev.
It is a halftime show, man. It's halfway my brain trying to figure out why the fuck the shit going on the way that is going on right now. But for real,
Okay.
for real. But for real though, it's the end of the game here. As you see, a whole bunch of I don't even know what to say, man. Like I said, this really was a telling game. Falcons pretty much lost the game 20-10 to the San Francisco 49ers. Um, everything just went wrong this game. From what I'm looking at this was just a culmination of that the Falcons started feeling themselves too much after that Buffalo victory.
Nope. Can't blame that on that.
And it
That's
just
just
be just undisciplined football.
Raheem got cute for his
no.
mentor.
No. Let's keep this one. Let's keep this 100. This is all on Raheem, and it's all on Zach Robinson. It's all on Jeff Obrecht. The coaching staff let us down. They had one of the most disgusting, despicable coaching the schemes and game plans. I don't know what the fuck they was trying to do. All I know is Jeff Obrecht coached like a pussy. Raheem looked like a pussy. And excuse me, Jude, but they look like some scared bitches out there today. Nothing made any sense defensively. Nothing made the sense offensively. Like, how are you? How are you? And to hell with you, E. All right. Thank you for the 199, but hell with you.
Uh,
But how are you 4th and 1? You going for it? You could have just kicked the dang gone field goal, kick the field goal, tie it. No, you don't do that. You good in the shotgun with your best player on the sideline. And I'm just gonna leave it like that before I say something else, okay? Somebody else go.
I got it. I said 2 shows ago, I said on my show, I said it's the battle of the egos. Which ego gonna win out? I said if Raheem come in here trying to impress and play cute for Kyle Shanahan, we were gonna lose. And he did exactly that. No, if you notice, nobody on the team was in rhythm. We came out the first drive and attacking, and then after that it just went haywire.
Let, let me
Nobody
let
was
me interrupt you.
disciplined.
Let me interrupt you. I want to throw these numbers out here, okay? Look at this. Bijan Robinson had 14 carries. Tyler Algier had 4 carries. They threw the ball for 38 times tonight. 38 times.
You play right into their hands. We got
Can
away from
somebody turn the
what worked.
background, Kev? Your background's loud.
uh,
We we got away from what worked, which is playing our ball. We got away from the run when the run didn't seem like it was working. And I told the guys while we was watching, I said Shanahan trying to force Penix to throw. And the sad thing is Penix damn near got hurt. Sorry, Jew. But you seen him. What did that remind us of? That reminded us of some games where Matt Ryan was looking like he about to get beat down. Why? Because we went away from what worked. We got cute and didn't make no in-game adjustments. We could have won it. We could have won it easily. We left points on the board and everything. Ego. Thinking you know better. You had your defensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, your head coach, and their head coach are familiar with each other. They mentored them. So you don't think they know this game? And you play right into their hands instead of playing your game. We ain't ready. We are not ready to win this season. We not. I'm sorry to say that. We not.
what you got on what you got on the game, Jew? What was your take from it?
I said it in my uh preview show or my preview video, the more physical team was going to win this game. We know what the 49ers are. They're a physical team in the trenches. The game of football is about the game of inches. If you can't win the line of scrimmage, you're not going to win a lot of football games. In this game, we didn't come out with the right mindset. I tell you guys every single time. I know when I first cut the game on within the first two drives what type of game it's going to be. We get away from the run way too fast. I keep saying this. If the Falcons and Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, if they're the engine to our team like we say they are, I don't know many cars that can go anywhere without the engine. I'm just being honest with you guys. I've never seen a car run without an engine. I'm gonna leave it at that. They were the most physical team. There's no excuses. There was nothing cute about them running right up the gut every single play. Christian McCaffrey got his touches. I can guarantee you Mac Jones didn't throw the ball more than they ran the ball. Mike, what's the numbers on they passing and their running? 49. What's they box score? What's the box score looking like?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Loading. Hold on. All right, so the 49ers ran the ball. They ran the ball 39 times, and they passed the ball 26 times. And he only competed 17 passes.
39 times. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. I said with this team, run the football. I said be physical in the trenches. Jeff Ulbrich, I'm disappointed because when it was nut cutting time and the game was on the line, you went back to 3-man rush. I'm done with it. You gotta play. I said it last week. You do the same thing you did to Josh Allen. So you're not afraid of Josh Allen, but we scared of Mac Jones. I seen it all. That's what he said. That'll be all.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me get this. Again, appreciate it, E. Well, you can go to hell with all this nonsense. Nobody said anything about benching Penix. Y'all can suck a mean left toenail off of an elephant.
You try to turn this into a race.
We get it. But the thing is, this is all on coaching. This ain't got nothing to do with their players. They came out. We got Jeff Ulbrich, who was a fucking pussy tonight. He's scared. This is what Jude was talking about. And again, I'm sorry, Jude, but I gotta say this. This was absolutely ridiculous. You played scared against Mac Jones. This is Mac Jones. You got the first play of the game, y'all got sacked and just said, no, we're not gonna do nothing else no more. And we played off and got scared. And then you turn around offensively, you're throwing tight end screens, and they was hell-bound. They was hell-bound on throwing tight end screens all night long.
No in-game adjustments. None.
No in-game adjustments. See, this is the stuff that is going on, and like I said, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but there is an internal war going on with Zach Robinson and Raheem Morris. These players are not on the same page with these guys and what they're trying to do. Because how else do you explain a guy in Yo-Yo Magoof, okay, sitting up here tweeting stuff like he playing in the dang on game? Getting kicked out, and then he's talking about, oh, this is a team internal issue. These guys don't have a dang on clue of what they're trying to do offensively, and the wide receivers are sick of it. The wide receiver coach was sick of it, and you seeing it. This was embarrassing.
And I said this a couple weeks back. I said after the bye week, I said games 6 through 10 are gonna be crucial, because what happens when you get to game 11, you start having to play your division again. You need to at least be 6-2 going into that, because even though we looking at the geriatric Saints, they could beat us at this point right now. Basically, there ain't no playoffs. We shouldn't even be talking about that. We need to hope we survive our division at this point. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and y'all ain't gonna like this. I don't see us beating the Panthers right now. I don't see us beating the Saints. And we ain't gonna even talk about Tampa. We're not ready for the end of this season. We're not. We're
I'm gonna
not.
say it one more. I'm gonna say it one more time. We don't have an identity. When you don't have an identity, you can lose to anybody because you don't know what you're capable of. They don't trust. They don't trust themselves. What this game showed me is the 49ers know who they are because I don't care who put on that burgundy and gold and black. Them guys play the same way. I said it in my preview show. I know what I'm getting out of the 49ers. They're going to run the ball. I don't care who they got in the backfield. They're going to be tough up front. They're going to blitz. They're going to pressure. They didn't need Fred Warner out there. That other kid that was playing that linebacker spot, 48, was all over the field. All over his
Right.
time parts. All
Right.
over his time parts.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Sala came in this game, and they were not afraid of us. We got punked. Let's just be it honest. Be honest. We got punked.
Absolutely punk.
Yeah.
And what they showed us was we was paper champions. Because they
Yeah.
said what y'all did against Josh Allen, y'all can't fool us. Y'all fools gold. What y'all did last week, we don't care nothing about that. And they came and they hit us in the mouth, and we didn't do nothing about it. And it's not on the players. As Mike said, it ain't on the players. The players are not taking none of the brunt of this. Who's taking all of the blame for this is the coaching staff. Because, like I said, you can't keep flip flopping weeks. Go turn on the 49ers next week. You're going to see the same thing you saw today. Might not win, but they play football the same way. What I'm saying about Falcons week in and week out, we flip flop. We
Yeah.
jelly back. No
Yeah.
backbone.
So
Yeah.
let me give one there free. I appreciate the $2. He said they hitting Penny Throw. Yeah, they did hit Penny Throw, and that, like I said, there's just one play in the game that I thought was questionable. That should have been, but this is coming from Harry Douglas. This is how embarrassing this is. All right, so this is one of the biggest plays of the game, and we have 10 players on defense, 3rd and 13. So that's why they end up having wide open. They had 10 players on the field, and they had one. And see, this is what we're talking about. I am over Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson. I'm over all these guys, and I really don't care if we win another game. I don't care if we lose another game because these guys are just not it. We don't have an identity. They don't know what they want to do. They lying to their players because they have no freaking clue on what they want to do. Why again? Unexplained. You keep telling us this is an internal issue. It's the same issue in the same room. You fire the wide receiver coach, and then the wide receiver is out for 2 games straight for non-injury reasons. You cannot tell me that these guys know what they're doing. He don't have a freaking clue. They out here experimenting with stuff, thinking you gonna fool teams. You're not gonna fool a team, a coach like Kyle Shanahan, not knowing what your identity is. This is embarrassing. Like, what are we doing?
Nothing. We're not doing a damn thing. What we're doing is we're being predictable. We're being predictable. Like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. This man is systematically sabotaging this team. You could tell when Jeff Ulbrich is in control of the defense, when Raheem has added his stuff. You can tell. You can tell when Raheem wants to add his stuff to the offense. You can tell. Because if I'm the head coach and by halftime we ain't winning, Zach, it ain't working. We scrapping it. We're gonna do something different. Get the ball into the playmaker's hands. Here's the deal. You didn't even trust your kicker to make the field goal.
It's a
The man
field
didn't
goal.
miss
You could have
anything.
tied the game up.
Right. He didn't miss. It ain't like he missed 5 field goals. The man did not miss one thing in the game. You could have took the points, tied it up, and put more pressure on them. No, now, mind you, yeah, you had Divine Diablo go out. You know what I'm saying, with an arm injury. You should have been able to switch that defense up a little bit and just dial up pressure. Matt Jones wasn't going nowhere. He wasn't going nowhere.
I
This
got
But
simple
I
one
did.
question.
thing, and he wasn't
But
going nowhere.
go ahead, Junior.
I got one question. Why weren't
What's
we
up?
throwing the ball in the middle of the field at all in this game? I don't think I seen not one pass caught over the middle of the field. I was like, do we only know how to throw to the boundary, or is Penix blind seeing up the middle of the field? Because I don't think I seen the only shot I seen was the one to Mooney later in the
Drake
game.
was That's
Those are two
exactly
things I
why.
have.
That I mentioned that in the chat with the fellas about the middle of the field. Drake
Yeah.
London was on the boundaries. See, like everything is coming off of motion. You asking your wide receivers to run routes come off motion. That don't
That,
make sense.
this lets you know they didn't have a game plan because here's the deal. You can tell when Zach Robinson be trying to he be flipping through the pages to see what's cute, what work. Because normally, if it's a game plan, what happened? You got the run game, then the play action pass flows off of that. When he saw them stuffing Bijan, what did he do? Let me see if I can flip a page and point at a play. Oh, this will work. Let's try to do this. And my thing is this: if you saw them stuffing Bijan, why didn't y'all keep working with Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts was eating.
And
You
why won't
stopped.
you throw the ball down the field? That's my
That
problem. I
wasn't that
think
There
I
wasn't
you
think with
go.
designed.
Falcon Mooney, you got one of the best deep ball throwers in the NFL in Penix. Go look at Penix tape at Washington. He has an arm. He has a cannon. Throw the ball down the field. They have no corners. They literally injured. They don't. They playing with fourth, fifth, and sixth string guys. Why are you scared to throw the ball down the field? Every time we threw the ball down the field with Mooney, something good happened. Every time we threw the ball 20 plus yards down the field, something good happened. I'm like, why are we? Everything is so, as Mike said, the spacing is terrible. Everything's coming off motion. Everything is throwing, in the flats. What happened to the middle of the field and what happened to the shots down the field? The ones
That
that were thrown down the field were just like drops. The
you know
Mooney
what
one
that
was a drop.
Yeah.
you know what that's telling me, Jew? That's telling me y'all still don't fully trust your quarterback to make them throws. You don't. Because if you did, you would have threw it downfield. Just like y'all don't trust the kicker. Y'all try to keep everybody in this little box. And if it don't work in this box, then you start guessing.
But
So
I do. Go,
let me
Mike.
go
Go and
ahead
get
and
those
get
super
this
chats.
$10 super chat from LT. Appreciate you, brother. He said, mind you, we got a penalty for that too many players on the field on that drive. And here's the play right here. What are you talking about? This 3rd and 13. How this is coaching. These are the guys that are responsible for the substitutions. So you got guys that work like Raheem. My thing is, if you're not going to be calling plays, why are you not looking at these guys for asking these guys to? Are you not paying attention to these types of things? This should not happen. 10 players on the field on 3rd down. How does this happen?
Not paying attention.
This is just bad coaching. It's bad coaching.
How are you in a game and you oversee the game, but you're not paying attention to the game?
But kind of getting back on that this opportunity as far as those 3 points. Is it me? Or does it seem like since they got rid of Young Way Cool, they've been going for it a lot more in field goal range on 4th down than I've ever seen them do.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying because it's a lot of 4th down calls in these kicking situations that I've seen.
It's too many kickers. It's too many kicks for me. Like, that's a valid point, but it's just too much kicking field goals anyway. We're not scoring points.
That part. But we get into
I
the
mean,
red zone. We get between the 10 and the end zone, and we decide we want to do some magical pass plays or some off scripted flip. It just be we don't put Tyler and Bijan in there and say run it into the end zone. We don't do that. We don't do that. We pull our skirts up and say, nope, let's pass it. Basically, they were scared to get an interception and they were scared to miss a field goal. That's what was wrong.
nah. But
What
my thing is, and it started at the beginning of the game too, and that's kind of where I've had a lot of my frustrations came in is all the edge rushers were crashing in, being undisciplined, all
Yeah.
the interior linemen over pursuing,
missing tackles, standing there when
missing
you
tackles.
get in. They right in front of the running back, looking sideways. The ball is in his hand.
And once again, Cade Nellis in the middle of the field. The ball go left, he go right. I'm just saying.
And we got big head freaking Caillou in the middle of the field. This is the first game he done played, and y'all got him playing like he's a damn superstar.
They call that man Caillou.
Ain't nobody saying JD Bertrand, oh yeah, and then you throw him in and he ain't played. I haven't seen him not one snap all year, and then you put him in against a defense like a team like Kyle Shanahan offense. This is what.
This is not.
I'm really at a loss. I don't even know what you thinking, dude.
Like I said, it
Kyle
was a
Shanahan
lot.
is a fucking genius when it comes down to play calling, and you put Caillou big head ass in there. We ain't seen him all year.
This is not the time to be playing. Guess who's on the field? You got guess who's on the field. It ain't Caillou. Caillou got a little bit more common sense.
Guess who's on the field? I wish you could tackle.
Where did JD Bertrand even come from? I haven't even seen him on special teams.
You know
and we
what?
just threw him out against Kyle Shanahan. This coaching staff Raheem is a freaking moron. These dudes are stupid, bro. Y'all see why? Now y'all see exactly why we lost the Super Bowl. It's because of these idiots right here.
Yeah, because this is like a dysfunctional episode of Price is Right. You just pulling people out the crowd. Hey, now go down there. Yeah, just come on.
Nah, but like that's what I was saying. Like the tone was kind of set defensively, like you said, with the missed tackles and like you said, and Bertrand played bad today because it was quite a few plays where he had gap responsibilities and what you call him, Mike Caillou?
He decided to be
yeah.
He decided to be ultra aggressive and get away from his gap responsibilities.
I don't know how many times that dude over pursued and gaps and missed, and when he got there, his damn head looked like it was too big for his body because he was falling all on the damn.
You know what?
You got Leonard Floyd and you had Arnold Ebiketie. They crashing inside. James Pierce crashing inside.
Mike, he act like his ding hurt because all he do is run fast and stop for no freaking reason.
No, but you know what happened? You know what happened? I believe they took them to Disneyland before they went to the game. See, that's what happened. Y'all got on Disneyland. They went to Disneyland before the game. That's what happened.
Yeah. What's up, Will?
What's good, boys?
Not much, man.
There's quite a few things up, to be honest. That was not the fucking way tonight. It was not. And I know that inevitably I'm going to hear that it's Coach Raheem's fault, but stop me if I say something that isn't correct, boys. But this is the fault with the coordinators for me. 100%. It wasn't good enough.
Hey, there you go, man.
Raheem approved it. Look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but Raheem approved it. He let it consistently happen, and this is stuff that we talk about that loses Super Bowls. They sit there and watch the debacle, and they do nothing about it. That is Raheem's fault.
Yep. Yeah. They know a few things about that in San Fran with Shanna loser. So yeah, they know it too. But yeah, we showed it tonight. Like I said to Coach, like if you guys felt something different, y'all can tell me. But from my eyes, that was not the same squad that played against Buffalo. Not nearly the same squad.
No. Basically, what they did was he said, "Oh, we playing the 49ers. Oh, I know Shanahan. Oh, I know Saleh. We know what they're gonna do." And yet we had no plan for them. We had no game. Every game we don't have a game plan, it ends like this. And then next week you'll turn around and magically the game plan will come right back.
And I love how like we went into the game going like plan number 1, stop 23. It's like, yeah, well, that's easier said than done. We just proved that. He got over 200 yards. So we failed that mission statement.
Well, if you remember, the last time we faced them, we bludgeoned them with Tyler Algier and Caleb Huntley.
Mm-hmm.
And what Arthur Smith said, run the piss out the ball. And that's what we did. And they had no answer for it. We decided, oh well, since these are our mentors, we're gonna be hospitable. Let's play a gentleman's game.
Let me get these super chats in. We appreciate Rashard for the $5 super chat. I keep saying this. Coaching staff will make and break your football team. They led their own press clippings and they fell flat on their face. Also, we have B Peeps on it, and Raheem is a little.
Little Daryl, you're right.
But
leave me alone.
but this is the thing, and JD Bertrand had one of the worst plays of the night that I thought was the one where he over pursued and let Christian McCaffrey get behind him for 20-something yards, but he really didn't have to do it. Like I said, it was just undisciplined football tonight on all aspects of the game.
Yeah.
All phases of the game and with the coaches. Like you said, man, I just think that Buffalo game, they got a big head and they took this game for granted again.
So you mean to tell me they're overlooking San Fran for Miami?
No, they was sniffing their own. They were sniffing their own.
That's what I was going to ask. That's the question I have for everybody. Appreciate it, Mr. John St. Clair. Raheem is just coasting through his head coaching gig, and I. So the question again, like, why are the Atlanta Falcons? Does it seem like everybody? And I start with you, and then we go with Will and Juan. Why does it seem that Raheem? Do you feel like Raheem Morris just isn't learning anything, or he's just trying to do too many things at once? Like, what do you feel is going on with Raheem? Because it just seems like we're always right back in this position where we're forcing the pass. And we just need to accept the fact that this is a run first team.
I continuously say it. Y'all hear me say it every week or every other week. These coaches are hard-headed. They don't like to go with what works. I keep saying it over and over again. Until we get an identity, we're going to continue to have the same problem. We're going to win games we don't supposed to win. We're going to lose games we don't supposed to lose. You know, my biggest thing, what did I keep saying every time we win a game? See what game plan we come out with. Which Falcons team going to show up? Are we going to blitz? Are we going to run the ball? Or are we going to pass the ball and be soft and be scared? When we come out with that game plan, like we came out against the Panthers, well, I know within the first 2 drives, we passing the ball too much. Number 7, it's not touching the ball enough. Tyler Algier is not touching the ball. Tyler Algier, every time he got in the first half, there was a play action pass. Some of you guys paid attention to that. But every time Tyler Algier got in the game, he was in there just to block and do it. We were doing play action pass. I'm like, this is the game for Tyler Algier. Let him bludgeon that defensive line. Let him bludgeon them guys on the 49ers. You talk to somebody 225 coming with a full head of steam enough. You're going to wear down eventually when the fourth quarter show up. Because we didn't use him, so he might say he had 4 carries. Did you say he had 4 carries the whole game?
4 carries. I saw him running more routes out here. Let me get this super chat real quick. Sorry about that, Jude.
Are you good?
I believe I got this. I apologize if I haven't gotten to y'all. But thoughts on 4-1 Bijan Robinson on the bench from Tony Foster. Keenan Harris said Mooney didn't get out of bounds, costing 3 points. Defense biggest Getting no help. Right tackle blew up all night long. Right. Right.
Raheem, yellow-eyed ass is not head coach.
And then we got Tony Foster here throwing the ball with Bijan Robinson on the bench.
Let me start that off. That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I ain't want to say it like that, but yeah, now if you're gonna go for it on the 4th and 1 play, your best player got to be out there.
Yeah.
And like I said, even if you put Tyler Algier out there, why are you running an out route?
Yeah.
Out route to a guy that can't get separation. What are we doing? Cause Drake London was not getting no separation. That he wasn't getting no separation all night. Outside of that one like big catch he had where he was going through the zone, every other catch was literally he was fighting through contact to get it. So
All right,
I don't know.
go ahead, Will. What are your thoughts on Bijan
Uh,
Robinson in that fourth and one?
well, as I say, I just feel like yeah, they stacked the box. They knew what was coming into town, and they prepared for it, and that was the difference between the two teams. But if you're going to throw on 4th and 1, well, it's kind of we're having a moment like New England in Seattle when you've got someone like beast mode. Why the fuck are you throwing the ball on the 1 yard line? And it's like, yeah, 4th and 1. You know how dynamic your running back can be, even though they're holding him down in terms of yards, because it wasn't Bijan's best performance. I'm not going to lie and say it was 52 yards and a score. It was okay, but it wasn't good enough. But I mean, that was the difference. They knew how to scheme for number 7. We should have been doing the same for 23, and it's all gone to pot because they didn't look like they schemed for anything tonight.
Oh my goodness. Got a $5 here from the example. Said kick the field goals, not Madden defensive game. Take 3 before half. They was going for 3, but like you said, the intentional grounding took that away. And then the 4th, kickoff, penalty, made San Francisco drive the field.
Yeah,
Like you said, it was just like you said, it was undisciplined football tonight. It literally was the Carolina game, but at least this time we scored.
Yeah, and I'm going to rock for that comment as well, example, because how do you expect your kicker to improve if you don't give him live game reps with which to cut his teeth? Just kick the ball.
I told you what the problem is, Raheem. The two things: ego and fear at the same time. Your kicker didn't miss anything, so why are you scared to use it?
That's what I'm confused.
Second of all, is ego because you figured you had it figured out on how to get that 1 yard, quote unquote. You were being cute all effing game. You took the proof is you took your best player out and substituted some players in like they was like you got the team got the rotation or the momentum, like you like to say. That team had no momentum. So you should have played smart football. If you figure you couldn't get that 4th and 1, give it to your kicker. You got to trust your players to make plays. You didn't trust Penix as to why you had him in a box. Is the reason why he got hurt. You didn't trust your kicker as the reason why we didn't tie that game. And you really didn't trust yourself as a head coach to make smart coaching decisions to tell your coordinator change up the plays. It's just stupid.
All night long. This is all night he had it going, and they just why not? There's the lack of in-game adjustments is just a glaring, and I mean glaring disappointment. It's a glaring weakness for this team, and it's such a disappointment because we see this sitting at home, and these guys are right there on the field, and they still can't see it.
And again, I'm gonna say this: you got good talent. You still got a lot of games left, and what you're doing for the second year in a row, you are squandering our ability to get into the postseason because you are not coaching. and then you'll get the game 17 and 18 and be scrambling, trying to hope and pray you can get into the playoffs. Why? Because you didn't squandered about 8 games not coaching.
Yeah, and this is what I was going to say. I mean, break down the next 5 games, boys. You've got Miami, New England. You've got the Colts game in Germany, and then you have New Orleans and Carolina. None of those, every single one of those is a winnable game. So we could well be sitting here now. Now you're talking about 83, but this coaching needs to adjust. We need to just, as I said, there needs to be more consistency. I'm not against bringing in another linebacker either. If we've got one free agent that we're going to bring in, I'm maybe looking at linebacker now for some more coverage help instead of receiver, because that defense tonight was not the way.
But you know what, Will? But you know what, Will? You could find the world's best linebacker, and if you still don't utilize him properly, it won't make a difference because Raheem will find a way to mess it up.
Yeah,
he'll have the best linebacker covering like a corner.
No,
the problem is Divine Diablo is the only linebacker we have on this squad that's healthy that can cover anything in the middle of the field.
And his arm is hurt.
And that's where the advantages got took over. And that's why Caden Ellis couldn't be aggressive no more because
let me y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear this on this guy. Look.
13, were there 10 men on the field? Is that? There absolutely was, and it's absolutely embarrassing, and it's my fault, and I'll get it fixed. How did it happen? It doesn't matter. It's my fault. 13, were there 10 men on
y'all hear this?
This
is what we're talking about.
Was that Zach Robinson?
That's Mr. Glazed Ankles.
Well, he didn't sound like himself.
He said it was absolutely 10 men on the field. What are you looking at?
So
this tells me, even when you're coaching, when you stand on the sidelines with the headset, you're not even listening. You're not thinking. How do you get this wrong when you're not a play caller? It's not like he's Andy Reid. It's not like he's Sean Payton when he's calling plays. Your job is to make sure the rotations are set as a head coach.
So you mean to tell me
calling plays? What else is this? Telling me he's not even thinking during the games.
So you mean to tell me this man fell asleep with his eyes open on the sideline?
Yes.
Oh,
let me get Jude's thoughts on that. Him saying that, Raheem saying it is all it on 3rd and 13 on that play, 10 men. What do you think about that, Jude?
To be honest with you, I really don't even care. You know, if my thing is this, even with them 10 men on the field, if they would have blitzed, then I would have felt a little bit better about it. What made me look like, oh man, here we go. I knew they were gonna pick it up when I seen what type of defense we were in. One, this is what bothers me, like y'all talking about. So you don't have a Devon Diablo out there. We know Caden Ellis can't cover for real. We know Bertrand definitely can't cover. So when we drop back into that 3-man rush, I'm like, bro, they gonna pick this right apart. I mean, it was an easy play. And what's crazy is we keep talking about it. They do the ball to Christian McCaffrey. If you're gonna cover anybody, you would think you're gonna cover the guy that's been killing you all game. At least make them go to somebody else. I mean, it was an easy pickings. Dude, wide open. Caden Ellis biting on the tight end. Kittle, I don't think caught a pass today. Did Kittle catch a pass today?
No.
He dropped 2. That was it.
That's my point. And like y'all talking about Devon Diablo, we better pray that his arm is not fractured or he's not hurt longer than just this game. Because what it showed in this game is we don't know how to make the proper adjustments. You better be blitzing every down almost with the linebackers that we have in coverage and just pray that you get home because we can't cover. If y'all go look at that play with Caden Ellis, he was standing flat-footed. Yeah. He was like he was in cement. He was really standing flat-footed, bro. Like I knew right then when they replayed it, I'm like, we didn't have a chance in hell to stop that play. You know what I'm saying? So like the only chance we had The only chance we had was the blitz and hope that you get home and hope that you can rush Mac Jones
Hey,
and make him throw an ill-advised pass, not sitting
hey,
back at the sticks. That don't work. That defense don't work. So him saying it's 10 guys, to be honest, as a head coach, really it ain't. It's not. It's your job to do everything. But I'm sure, like I don't know if y'all noticed in the game, he turned around and started fussing at somebody. It's not his job to make sure that you got the number and got the packages that are going in. He's not doing that job. The problem is he did a good job of taking responsibility for it and saying that's my fault. But it is his job to sit there and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we don't have enough men on field. Time out. That's the head coach's job to call a timeout. And
Yeah.
then you chew out whoever supposed to send that package in. Because you
Right.
don't do it after the fact. You look, you see, oh man, we only got 10 out there. Timeout, and then you get to chewing out whoever's sending them packages in. Because it ain't Raheem Morris that's doing that job. But my problem is it was way too many other situations that we talked about. We talked about them having guys dropping in the coverage that can't cover. We talked about not having your best player on the field on 4th and 1. These are common sense things. This is like having Steph Curry on your team. You down by 2 points, and you say we're gonna take Steph Curry out. That don't make common sense. Even if
Right.
you're a decoy in the game, you don't never take Bijan Robinson unless he's injured. Bijan Robinson should always be on the field on a crucial play. And then my problem with the play caller was if it's 4th and 1, this better be your best game of best play call. Your best play call is an out route the Drake London. If anything, it should be an in-breaking route so at least he can use his body to shield off the defender. If you guys look at that play, it should have been picked off. If the dude, it went through the dude's hands and then it hit Drake London right in the chest. For one, that's a terrible route to run in that instance. If dude would have been on that like he should have, that's a pick six. I mean, the play that happened in Carolina when dude picked it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should have been a pick six. That's it because he threw the ball inside, which you should never throw late inside. That should have been a pick, to be honest with you guys. So that's my problem is in crucial situations, we're not calling the right plays. We're not doing the right things. As soon as you seen Diablo lead the game, it should have been we blitzing all night. Because we know that these linebackers we got can't cover.
Right. Right.
All right.
Right.
So let me get this super chat right here. Appreciate it, Bobby Beans. Why in the hell would you play with 10 men on the field? No wonder CMC had got that first down all on Raheem.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at it too, you had people like Bowman and them and Bates. You had them guys being the secondary linebackers because hell, they couldn't spy and do nothing. Even if Mac Jones did throw an ill-advised pass, they wasn't going to be nobody to pick it off. They was all filling in for the linebackers. That's the stuff that got me. I'm like, wait, you watch the stuff. Okay, wait a minute. So who gonna pick off what? Who
Man,
in
I
coverage?
did not even know Bertrand was still on the damn team. This, and you just throw him out to one of the better coach teams in the NFL. You throw him out. We haven't seen him on the defensive side of the ball all year, and you throw him out in a key situation like this. Where's Woods? Okay, where's everybody else? Where are the guys, the other linebackers you see? Where was D'Angelo Malone? We saw him last week.
Again,
It's the things that just doesn't make. It's not common sense.
you got a dartboard. You got a dartboard, and you throwing darts at it with a blindfold on, hoping you make something. You had no plan. Because if you did, you'd have had A, B, and C. And when Divine went out, okay, we're going to switch these guys out. We're going to use our defensive rotation, put these guys in position. And like you said, if you knew that Divine was going to be a big loss, you blitz. They did us the same way. Robert Saleh basically said, okay, y'all going to try to get that run game going. We're going to overload Penix. Hit him again. Oh, he can't get the ball out. Hit him again. We giving Christian McCaffrey. Now, Chris, go ahead down there and run it about 5, 10, 15 yards for us. We'll hold you. Like, nah, they weren't ready for this game either.
Nah. The 6-day turnaround hurt us, but not enough. The coaching should have been better. The play calling should have been better. And as I say, like Mike said, there's a reason JD Bertrand is a backup. That's his first action of the real action of the season, from what I can remember. And thank you for yet another reminder as to why you should no longer be on the 53-man roster. That's just the way of it. I mean, it was not good enough. Didn't adjust nearly enough. We better adjust now because, as I say, it's an important run of games coming, and Carolina's got 4 wins now. So if you want to stay competitive, we need to punch Miami in the mouth.
Yes, we have to. We have to
Well,
about that. Hey, man, we're going into the we're gonna end it right now, but we're gonna get everybody get their last takes in, man, because I know everybody got to get up in a few to work, and it's getting an early morning for Will over there. Hey, anybody want to go? Go.
Well, I think I'll go first. I was the last man in, first man out, I guess. But at the same time, as you all say, it's 5 a.m., so your boy should really be getting to bed. But no, as I say, with all the stuff that's been going on in the landscape of the heavy hitters, AFN, however you want to put it, I just wanted to get the chance to come on with you boys and spend some time because, as you know, it's something I always love to do. So when I seen that there was a live post game, I'm like, nah, I need to get in because there were things that needed to be said. But as you boys say, there's going to be a lot to talk about. So keep your eyes peeled for the AFNI post game. As I say, I'm going to be starting my solo content as well real soon. So also keep your eyes open on the solo channel for the real spill with Will the Thrill. It's going to be a little bit of football, a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of life. As I say, just the real tea. So, as I say, you're more than welcome to come on for a chat sometime for that as well. But as I say, thrilled to be on as always, and thank you all boys for, as I say, letting me come on and rant again.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is either Raheem need to go, or we'll see y'all in September 2026. Simple as that.
Hey, dude.
Go ahead, Drew.
Oh man, we just said enough. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, man, until we learn, the error of our ways, until they realize that the trenches is how games is won and lost, we're gonna continue to see this. We're gonna see 1 week we up, 1 week we down. We're gonna have this roller coaster ride up and down, up and down. And this is why, as much as I get mad at Falcons fans, we get mad at other Falcons fans for like not believing in the team. This is why they say Mike always says they gotta show us. This is why, because we know we go dominate the Bills, and I said it, and we've seen it firsthand tonight. We change up completely. You have something that's working. You got a well full of water, and you go away from it. I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense. Like you ride your workhorse. What they did with Christian McCaffrey tonight? That should have been Bijan. It should have been the Bijan for Christian McCaffrey show, and the Tyler Algier show. And let's see who's the more physical team, because this was a defense. The defense played well. I reposted. Roddy White said the defense played well enough for us to win this game. He said Mac Jones should never beat us. He literally posted Mac Jones should not have beaten us. He said we have to do better. The defense did their job. This fell on the offense and it fell on the coaching staff. This is just a poor performance altogether. But this is why we don't trust this coaching staff. Let's just be real. We say they gotta show us. Until they show me consistently that who they are, we always say, what's Mike's biggest problem with Raheem Morris? He keeps asking the question, what is he good at? Who is this dude? Show us until you answer that question. Simple as that. We have no identity. Until I can see it 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks consecutively, we blitzing, we running the ball. It's you to see this.
All right, so I'm gonna let Kill finish it, and I'm gonna just say it like this. Look, Raheem can go. He can go. I don't give a damn if he gets fired. I really don't care, because it's, for me, one thing I despise worse than bad football is horrendous coaching, and we're saying this time and time again. You have not learned anything. Why when you have a young quarterback who has not had a full season, a full NFL season, an official full NFL season, you got him throwing the ball 35 plus times in the game. This should not happen when you have a Bijan Robinson and a Tyler Allshitt. You're working with a backup right tackle. Has he been okay? Yes, he's been okay. But he's still a backup tackle.
And Mike,
Someone like
add to
Robert
that. I
Salah
don't
is
mean to
going
cut
to
you
be.
off, Mike.
Go ahead.
To that, I just want to add on to what you said. And you dealing with a Jake Matthews with a bum ankle. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
It don't make sense. These are common sense things that you should know. Ride the healthy guys. Ride your star players. But we're talking about 4th and 1. You going forward and you throwing the ball to the boundaries. None of this stuff makes sense. This is just bad coaching. And like I said before, I'm calling for a job. I'm officially calling for Raheem to be fired because I've seen enough. I'm tired of we beat good teams and then we lose games we should. We just don't lose the game. We do dumb things. We do dumb, idiotic things to lose games. This is the bad part about it.
Yeah, and
This
before
is
you all boys wrap up, I do have one quote for you for how I feel for Raheem Morris. And I grew up with one of my mum's favourite movies of all time, Gone with the Wind. So I'm going to throw this out here for Coach Morris. Time to shake your head because your eyeballs are stuck.
Wow. Absolutely.
Eyeballs and
I
stuff.
gotta
We got to, yeah. So somebody, you might need to put that on a T-shirt.
no, I got a
Will, you basically saying Raheem got Muppet eyeballs.
If that play calling was anything to go by, he's got
So what you said? So what you said? What you saying? He's the silent beaker. That's what you saying?
Yeah, he's a bald-headed beaker.
man, I just say it like this, man. You can't take the next step until you be able to put some consistency in this team. This team cannot take the next step if it's not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I said this is the reminiscence of the Carolina game. You beat a Minnesota team that everybody expected to beat you. You beat them soundly. You lay an egg against Carolina. You play against a Buffalo team that everybody thought was going to beat you. You beat the snot out of them. Play against San Francisco. You look like crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, man, like I'm on the sentiment with Will here. These, like you said, your bye season, your bye week is over with.
Mm-hmm.
You got about these next 3 or 4 games. We got to put them things together because, like you said, with the Panthers having 4 wins to us only having 3, that's not a good look.
They got momentum. And that momentum will show up in that next game, and that momentum will kick our behind again. Juden said it so many times.
Keenan said if we lose to the Dolphins. Yeah, Keenan said if we lose to the Dolphins, the season is lost.
Yeah, if we lose to Miami, just burn the whole building down. It's over with.
Burn that son of a bitch to the ground. Burn it to the damn ground.
But this is exactly what happens when expectations are put on the team. There's expectations. Like you said, it's one thing if this team wasn't expected to do anything. A lot of people still be upset, but they wouldn't be as upset. But the fact that there are playoff implications and playoff expectations going with this team, these type of losses right here is really what's going to piss a lot of people off because it's like, what are we doing?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Let us turn around with Miami and do some goofy stuff like this. You ain't got to worry about it. Blank will go ahead and make a move by his damn self. and be like, okay, well, you got to go. I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna get this done.
But
Piss him off and see what happens.
but winning coaches are not scared of expectations. That'll be my quote for tonight. Winning coaches are not scared of expectations.
And that right there is the bottom line. So, like I said, man, we appreciate everybody for joining us, and I'm just tired of. I at this point, I'm not going to look for any more good players. I don't care about players anymore. We need to find good coaches. We
Yep.
need to focus on good coaches because I don't know how many times we can keep bringing in this type of player, that type of player. We got to find good coaches. This like Raheem should be ashamed of himself when you're not even calling plays and you don't know how many dang on you like you should be counting. If you're not doing anything else, it should at least be counting. Okay, and you're not counting. So like I said, what are you even thinking if you're watching the field? You're supposed to be watching the field. Call the timeout. Like these are the things that shit. And like I said, you should have cursed the son of a gun whose job it was to make sure the rotations was. Like these are the things you should have. You should have, but this is not happening. This is just bad coaching all around. Kenny said, if you close your eyes, someone said you have a number one defense and a number two offense. We would think you wouldn't think that we were 3-3. And a lot of times, again, it says we're 3-3 because we got bad coaching. We got good players, but we got bad coaching and very inconsistent. These guys are just bad.
And as
Nobody.
you say, Mike, like heavy is the head that wears the crown, yes, but at the same time, if you're the king, rule.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
No, nobody has beaten the Belichick rule yet. Nobody. Not one team in the NFL.
Hey man, I gotta go, man. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm angry as hell. I can
I got a
see.
headache.
I'm just tired.
I got a
I'm
headache.
tired of.
Yeah, time to hit reset, boys, but I'll get at you soon. Thank you all for having me again. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Will.
Appreciate it, Will.
Catch you
All
boys
right,
soon.
man.
Mate.
All right, you too, man. All right, man. We getting the hell up out of here. It's gonna be one hell of a week, so y'all stay tuned.
Yep.
Here we out. We out here.
I
Later.
appreciate it, brother.